The daily last post ceremony tells the story of a soldier on the honour roll. And today it's about Private Walter Joseph Parker, who was killed in the South African War, making him the first Indigenous man to die in service of a country that didn't even recognise him as a citizen.
We've now confirmed that he is indeed of Aboriginal descent. He's a Noongar man.
Identifying Walter Parker, a Noongar man from Western Australia, takes the history of Indigenous service to well before World War I.
Yeah, it was goosebumps. Really, it was a great feeling that all this work had actually come to something, and yeah, I felt very relieved and happy, proud, really, that I was related to this soldier.
No photos of Private Parker have been found. Researchers say he left Fremantle for Durban in 1901 after 2 attempts at enlisting.
Only the best of the best were taken. So in that first run, in that first attempt, we believe that Walter Parker may not have just been made the cut for whatever reason, but then in his second attempt, he gets accepted.
He joined 9 other First Nations soldiers on the battlefield in South Africa, but didn't return, dying of typhoid at only 27. He was one of many Indigenous soldiers who enlisted at the turn of the century.
We find that Aboriginal men and Torres Strait Islander men join up in large numbers, sometimes even more than the proportion of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men in the community.
For Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men mostly, it's a chance to regain their rightful role in as a warrior, but also it's a chance for them to be seen as equal.
The wreath laying in honour of Private Parker was an important milestone in recognising the role of First Nations soldiers even before Federation. But there are calls for the War Memorial to acknowledge the frontier wars, spanning back to Australia's colonisation.
Call them for what they are. They were wars. They were the only wars fought on Australian soil, and they need dedicated galleries at the memorial.
I think as an institution we are on our learning journey, and we need to move forward in sharing that with the communities and understanding the impact of that period of our colonisation and what happened to our people.
The ultimate contribution of a First Nations man, now identified and etched into history. Tysok Husey, SBS World News.